As the $1,400 stimulus check is in the final days of approval, Americans may see their funds deposited into their accounts beginning in a few weeks. But for many millions of Americans that are needing these funds so desperately, they may not be able to get the full amount. What can you do right now to maximize your stimulus amount? How about a plan that could double or even triple what you are qualified for? Last week, I mentioned a way for you to maximize this stimulus check, and you guys asked for a video with more details. Plus, a bonus tip if you stay to the very end of the video, a follow-up tax hack will show you how you can write off your mileage from your home office to your retail or commercial office. This could save you thousands of dollars in taxes every single year. All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson Show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, paramedic, and Clyde is now escaping. And I think he has to go check on the lawyers down in the basement. Now, before I go any further, a very quick reminder. As my viewers will know, I have a team of these outstanding lawyers that are down in the basement, and the problem with these lawyers, they get a little bit rowdy whenever I make a video, and the only way to calm these stupid lawyers down is to give a quick disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. There are a lot of my opinions, and they're only opinions. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not legal or financial or tax advice. You get to the point. Also, while I have you here, don't forget to check out Webull, link down below. Deposit $100 to get your 2 free, possibly 3, sometimes 4. They keep changing it. Anyways, you're going to get free stocks, deposit $100. If stock investing is not exactly your thing, which I don't know why, because so many people have been making a ton of money over the past few weeks. Anyways, follow the link down below where you can get the equivalent of 40 free lottery tickets every single week. Alright, now with all the ads out of the way, let's get to the reason why you clicked on this video. The Wall Street Journal is reporting the size of your next stimulus check might depend on when you file your tax returns. For many Americans, their income in 2020 was significantly lower than the money they had made in 2019. That's obvious with all of the forced shutdowns because of the pandemic. And because the stimulus payments of up to $1,400 per person will have limits based upon your household income, it matters which year the payments are based on. So why would it matter when you file your tax return? That's because the Congress is likely to tell the IRS to use their most recent tax filings they have for you. That could either be 2019 or 2020. Those who file now will likely have their payments based upon the 2020 income and their family size. Those who wait would have their payments based upon the 2019 income and family size. The window for exploiting the ability to use the 2019 income as a basis for your payments might be very limited. Democrats, who control the House and the Senate, and of course the White House, will determine the income thresholds, phase-outs, and other details very soon. They want to complete the relief by mid-March. Once Congress settles on the details of the payments, even before the final vote, the IRS can start programming their computers to calculate the amount of money that goes out to everybody so that money can start flowing as soon as President Biden signs this into law. At this point, there's really no precise cutoff date for when people should submit their returns to make sure the IRS uses the 2020 income. During the filing season, the IRS typically gathers taxpayers' information periodically and sends this data over to the Treasury, and that's the department that actually makes the payments. And they will return anything that has flags, errors, or discrepancies so that things can be processed very quickly. Fast filing could yield a significant benefit for those who saw their incomes drop during the pandemic last year. The very people that Congress desperately wants to help with these new proposals. So for example, a person who made $150,000 in 2019, but due to the pandemic only made $50,000 in 2020, would get nothing if the IRS used their 2019 tax information. But the same person would likely get $1,400 if they had already filed their 2020 return. This is also similar for anyone that had a baby during 2020. People whose income rose in 2020 can also benefit by not filing quickly. If they know they will get more money if the IRS bases their stimulus payments on the 2019 data, then they should most likely wait to file their 2020 returns until after they receive their payment. For example, an individual that made $50,000 in 2019 and $150,000 in 2020 would likely get a $1,400 stimulus check if the IRS uses the earlier 2019's data, but they would get nothing if they had already filed their 2020 return. The laws authorizing the first 2 rounds of payments didn't typically require people to pay back any money. And lawmakers haven't exactly warmed up to the idea of making payments to all and requiring repayment later for those who weren't technically eligible. So, in theory, if your 2020 income went up and you technically should get a lesser stimulus check, you might just want to delay and file your taxes after you get your stimulus payment, because the IRS is likely to just kind of let this slide, as long as you didn't commit fraud. Of course, do not lie on your taxes. That is the quickest way to get tossed into jail, and trust me, the wardens in prison are nowhere near as nice as Clyde. But, in my humble, non-lawyer opinion, there's nothing wrong with filing your taxes a little bit later in the tax filing season. Then, on the other hand, if your 2020 income went down, obviously, you want to file your taxes as quickly as possible to get as much of your stimulus check available to you. So what situation are you guys in? Did your income go up or down during the pandemic? When do you plan on filing your taxes? Why don't you comment down below and let me know. Now to the bonus tip. Remember last week when I gave you the amazing tax hack where you can write off your home office as a tax deduction? Even if you have a retail or commercial business location you usually work at. In that video, I mentioned a little known additional tax hack to write off your mileage to and from your home office to your commercial office location. Usually workers cannot write off the mileage from home to work, because this is considered a personal expense and not expense of the business. Thus, there's typically no write-offs for this. However, if you have 2 office locations and one of them happens to be your home office and the other one is your retail establishment, you can write off mileage to and from your separate and distinct business locations. Per the U.S. Department of Transportation, the average American commutes 15 miles one way to work each day. That comes out to roughly 7,800 miles per year round trip to work. Using the standard IRS deduction for business-related mileage, you can write off 57.5 cents per mile, which comes out to $4,446 for the average American. Not bad. Because you watched to the end of my video, I just showed you a way how you could possibly write off $4,500 on your taxes. I hope this helped. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, as do Bonnie and Clyde. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.